everybody? Welcome back to the happy hour. It's Tuesday, so let's tackle the books, get some winners, and get them drinks of flowing if you like to have a drink. I'm going to have this diet root beer today. That's what I'm going to drink today. That's what's on my drinking list. And water, good old H2O, as we always do here. We get right to the picks. But first, we'll get to the cappers to see how they're doing. Great show yesterday, guys. I seen it back, and it was a good one. Thanks for covering for me. Someone decides to not give you any notice on what's going on, they're going to just, we're going to put in some smart meters today. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for that nice notice that you're going to turn my power off. Thanks. Way to go, Atco. Not much I can do in Alberta. They're a monopoly. Literally, they own everything. It's like one power company owns it all. It's not good. Anyways, let's get to it. How you doing, Ramon? How you doing, Ron?
Oh, Rod. Hey, pretty good. Had a couple winners here on the show yesterday with Ron. I dealt out some NBA winners, but you deserve more than just a little soft drink there, Rod, with your 6-0 performance. I'm going to have a toast to you yesterday on the site. Great job.
Thanks, buddy. Just got to keep it going. Can't get too high, can't get too low. It's just one of those things. You got to keep the hot streak rolling, so I hope we can do that tonight for everybody here. Excited about today's action. Some good college basketball. The NBA, it's all for you. You can have it. I got one play for you. Other than that, it's like, ooh, not in favor. How you doing, Ron?
I'm doing good, man. Yeah, we missed you last night, but Ramon lost his future on Austin P, unfortunately. Queens did win, so we're still alive there. And my big one hit with Kansas last night. Couldn't say anything about it, but yeah, that was my big play last night. Got Kansas and, of course, the San Jose Sharks on that puck line. Yeah, I know a lot of people got them on the money line, but puck line was good enough for me. That's plus money. So, and start out the day, 1-1. I gave you Bruges last night. That was a horrible pick, 3-1 loss. Looks like the teams in the Champions League that are good and they're all rising to the top now. But we did hit our best bet with Real Madrid. So, looking forward to another great night of sports. Let's do it, man.
Let's do it. Let's put the NBA. We'll kick it off with the NBA. We'll split it into two spots. We'll do the first four. Let's see. Yeah, everything before 8 p.m. So we'll do the Houston Rockets taking on the Indiana Pacers. Pacers, 4-point favorite in that one, total 231. Raptors taking on the Magic again. Groundhog Day. Raptors taking on the Magic again, -7 in that one. Total 207. Total's down from what it was in the first meeting a couple days ago. The other one, we got the Bucks taking on Atlanta. Bucks down to a 6-point favorite there in that one. Golden State taking on the Knicks. Knicks up to a 5.5-point favorite there in that matchup. Let's just get on over to the injury news and see what we got. Looking at the Rockets, looks like Landale, game time decision. Van Fleet out for the Rockets in that one. So it looks like Sengun, Smith, Brooks, Green, and Thompson are all good to go for Houston. On the Pacers side of things, just looks like Mathurin game time decision. I'm going to say Mathurin's out in that one. Most likely, it says there. On the Toronto side of things, we got Abaji, Battle, Dick, Ingram, Temple, all out for the Raptors. And on the Orlando side of things, looks like Cole Anthony, game time decision there for the Magic. The only guy on the list we know Suggs went under the knife, so he's been taken off of the baby game time decision there. He's not game time decision in that one there. Be out for a little bit for the Magic. Looking at the Bucks, we got Kyle Kuzma, game time decision. Conley, Nance, and Portis still out. Portis is down to what? 18 games now, I want to say. 18, 19, somewhere in that number. Don't quote me on that number, everybody. But on the Atlanta side of things, we got Krejci and Nance out. Trae Young is going to play there for Atlanta. On the Golden State Warriors side of things, just like it was this morning, Steph Curry still game time decision. Kuminga, Payton out. On the New York Knicks side of things, looks like Karl Anthony Towns game time decision. Huckaporty out for the Knicks in that one. In those first four, heading on over to Ramon. What do you think there, Ramon?
Yeah, Rod, I'll go to a game where we've already seen a pretty big move. I was definitely under consideration for a premium here, but you might know what I'm talking about with the Warriors taking on the Knicks here. Look at this thing, man. As much as a 4, 5, 6 point move here, it feels like in some of these books that are hanging out now, close to 225.5 here at some square books right now. I think maybe we're seeing a little bit higher in a few, but it's only been one-way traffic here, it feels like, and I'm going to go under here in this one with the Warriors and the Knicks. I don't think the trends nearly really settle out here to give the play out as the under for me. I just think you look at maybe what we're anticipating here. Maybe we're trying to read the tea leaves a little bit with this injury report with the Knicks here favored by 5. Yeah, they're the better team over the Warriors, but the Warriors have had some real life here since Butler's come to the team, and maybe you think it'd be a close game. So look, you read the injuries. We don't know yet. We're waiting for that info on Curry. We're waiting for the info on Cat. Maybe the handwriting is on the wall, or maybe it's built into the line here. I'm going to go under 225.5. The Knicks have gone under in 4 of their last 5, and the over was that Miami game last out, and that went overtime. So that also was kind of a close-knit, tight game there with the total there anyway. That in that game was 219, and it finished 228 with that overtime. So I'm going to go under here again. Warriors on the road, too. They've been pretty strong here of late for sure. But remember, they did throw in a clunker at Philadelphia, and that was after a win against Orlando. Now they just beat Charlotte last night on the road handily, and now got to travel up here and play this one. Maybe I'm sure they'll be up for it if they're in. The Warriors love to play in New York. Curry loves to play in New York, but I'm going to go under here we'll call it 226 just to put a tough line out there. I think you could find just a tad bit higher right now. I'm going to go under.
Definitely, you probably could have found a better line when that thing first opened. I think it was right. like a 9-point move.
I told you, said, let's go on the air, Rod.
Yeah. Quick! I got one. It's going to drop like a rock. Heading on over to Ron. What do you think of those 4, Ron?
I got one in this spot. Give me the Pacers. I just don't think with Van Fleet out, Houston's a different team, and there's just too much offense on that Pacers side. So give me the Pacers.
Yeah, and for me, in these block of games, expecting the Magic to cover that big giant 7 now again is a little bit crazy for me there in that one. I have to lean to the Raptors plus the 7. Their Magic 1-4, 2-3 against the number. Raptors 2-3, 3-2 against the number, and on the road 16-13 ATS. Give me 7 again. You got to lean towards the Raptors in that one. And you know what? That under Golden State Warriors and the New York Knicks, I like the under in the first half. I expect a slow start out of the gates for both these teams, especially you're dealing with no Towns and no Curry maybe for both squads. The Warriors, I think, let it all hang out last night in Charlotte. So I think I expect a slow start from the Warriors here in this one, and then maybe they ramp it up in the second half. But give me the under. I think it's a low-scoring one. You look at both of these clubs here. In their last 5, look at the Knicks mustering 51 points a game in that first half on average over their last 5. Even the Warriors over their last 5 averaging 56 points. That's a 107. I'm seeing this first half total at about 112. That still gets us under. So give me the under in the first half in that matchup. All right, let's do the last 5 in the NBA slate. We got the Cavs heading into Chicago. Cavs up to 13-point favorites there in that one now. We got the 76ers heading into Minnesota. Definitely shop here. I've seen 14.5. I've seen 14. Total 219.5 in that matchup. We got Brooklyn heading into San Antonio. Spurs 3.5-point favorite there. Total 229.5. We got the Clippers heading into Phoenix. Phoenix 3-point dog now. That line's ticked up a little bit. Let's check up on the injury report there and those ones. We got the Cavs. Looks like just Mobley out for Cleveland. On the Chicago side of things, laundry list there. Looks like Giddey, Ball, game time decision there. Herder, game time decision as well. Kobe White looks like he's most likely to play for the Bulls. Vukovic out and Williams out for the Bulls. On the 76ers side of things, another laundry list of guys that are out. Maxey out. Lowry out. Most likely game time decision for Grimes, George, Edwards. Looks like it's going to be Oubre all by himself. Lone man. And Drummond. So Oubre and Drummond will be the guys on the floor there tonight for the 76ers in that one. On the Timberwolves side of things, it looks like Julius Randle game time decision in that one. On the Brooklyn Spurs game, looks like just Clowney out for Brooklyn and Bassey out for the Spurs. That's probably a pretty good game there tonight. Looking at the Clippers, Beal game time decision there for the Suns. Martin out for the Suns. On the Clipper side of things, Jones, Powell, Simmons out for the Clippers. Looking at the other one, Lakers taking on the Pelicans. Just as I said in the morning show, more roster manipulation going, yeah, we're going to play. We're not going to play. Maybe we should put Luka in there like they did with AD. We'll just put a game time decision every game. Well, it looks like most likely Luka's going to play. LeBron's going to play. We are going to see. We're going to see Goodwin out, Hachimura out, Kleber out, Morris out, Reeves out. So these guys out for the Lakers. But the big two there will be in there for the Lakers in that matchup. Heading on over to the final five of the night. What do you think there, Ramon?
Yeah. Got your work cut out for you, keeping up with all these ins and outs tonight. Usually it's a tough job anyways, but I'm going to go to the one that you took the longest on there, Rod. I was counting all those Sixers players that were out tonight. Wow. You'd think that if you're tanking it, why not? So I'm going to head to the under here. This is where the move is obviously at with Philadelphia and Minnesota was 221, 221 and a half. We're down to 219 here at the sharp books, but some of the other books are still hanging 220 a little bit there, but I'm going to end up with the under here in this one, mostly personnel related. I don't think there's a whole lot of trends with these teams right now that are showing necessarily that they're going under. Now, I will say this, 11 of the last 13 meetings here in Minnesota have gone under, but that's once a year. So you can take that for what it's worth. I'm looking at these lineups tonight and what these teams are sending out there. So I'm going under here with Philadelphia and Minnesota. I'll call it, you can grade me on 219, but you can get a 220, I think, out there. Give me the under.
Sounds good. Sounds good. What do you think of those late slate of five NBA games there, Ron?
This card sucks.
It
It does. Excuse me. It does. Give me Brooklyn +4. That's all I got. I like Brooklyn
Right.
as covering on the road as a dog. So this card is horrible.
I gotta agree. It's like definitely not my favorite slate of NBA action here going tonight. Here in these ones. So looking at these games, where are we? There we go. Looking at just as we listed, 76ers playing. Not a lot of guys playing. Gonna be a mass unit or the G League as we call it there, the 76ers side of things. So that's a pass. I can't touch that game. Because
I heard they're combining with the Mavericks.
Yeah, right. Maybe we can get it. We can get it together.
Get a whole team.
Because the Timberwolves. I don't know. I'm not laying 14 with the Timberwolves. Although that's probably the play, but I'm not doing it. Timberwolves at home 10-19 against that number. Okay, that there. What I am going to do, what I do like here is I like the under 243 Cleveland Cavaliers and the Chicago Bulls. Cavs can basically just smother the Bulls defensively because what are you going to get? G unit. There's a whole bunch of guys that are going to be out for the Bulls in that one. I don't see a track meet running in that one. Cavs will slow the pace. They could definitely smother Chicago defensively. If they want to, they could plunk $150 on the Bulls, but I just don't see them doing that tonight. 243 is just a touch too much. I think we cruise into the 230s and sneak under the 243 there. And the other one I'm looking at here is just give me the Lakers. It is what it is. It's just I'm not laying. You want to chase or try to catch a falling knife with the Pelicans on the road? I sure don't. No chance. They've got 9 covers on the road this season. 9 out of 31. No. It might be the spot to try to catch the Pelicans, but I don't think so. The way this Lakers team is rolling right along. Lucas enjoying basketball again. LeBron James looks like he found the fountain of youth and running up and down the court and have a whole lot of minutes rolling along. I'm sorry, but it looks like the Lakers are going to be around for a while this playoff season as well. So if you're not a Laker fan, you might want to tune out to the NBA now because they're going to see a lot of them right through the playoffs as well. I'm telling you, it's just watch out for the Lakers here. They come and they win by double digits here. Pelicans ass on the road. I'm not doing it. All right, that wraps up the NBA slate of things. Let's head on over to the college board. And we'll keep the college board off. We'll go with, I believe there's no 7:30 tonight, right? So we'll do everything before 8 o'clock. So a lot of sevens. Whew, everything kicks off at 7. So we'll do everything before the 8 p.m. games. Heading on over to Ramon. What do you got there, Ramon?
Yeah, I'll try a couple of games in this block. I'll start off with LSU on the road here against Kentucky. LSU's always hung in there a little bit. They've covered 4 out of the last 5 meetings. They really don't win this game, but they hang in there, and they're getting 13 points here in this one. So I'm going to grab LSU here, plus these points on the road. Give me the Tigers over the Wildcats. And also, I'm going to try Creighton as a big road favorite here. They're laying 10 points here to Seton Hall. I think it's a mismatch. Now Seton Hall has been covering their double-digit spreads here a little bit of late, but I think this one with Creighton, I think the way Creighton's looking right now, yeah, they lost that last game out to Xavier on the road. A little bit of a hiccup there. They got blown out by 22, but I think that motivates them here to pick up this one convincingly against Seton Hall tonight. I'm willing to lay 10 points with the Blue Jays on the road against the Pirates.
Nice. Heading on over to Ron. What do you think there, Ron?
We go to the Patriot Conference first round. Lehigh plus the 1.5 against Loyola Maryland. Like this Lehigh defense, I think they can stifle them there and get an outright win. I'm going to go to let's look at Rutgers and Purdue. We're going to stick with the over. It's been cashing. It keeps cashing. Rutgers on the road, not a good team. Purdue, they can probably hang 90 tonight. So look for the over in that one. It's over 151.5. Villanova and Georgetown, Raleigh Massimino and Jay Wright are not going to save this team. So you can forget that. We got Georgetown. Give me the plus 5.5.
Where are you going? You're like way past. You're just on your own show or what? We're into like the 8 p.m. Easter games, and we're just rolling.
Oh, did I get it? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you're like
way
before
past. 8.
Yeah, before 8. So
okay.
You're at 8 p.m. You're right on 8. That's not before 8.
I should start from the back end, like you.
Yes, like I do. Yeah. You start at the back end,
and then go to the front,
and then go to the front. Yeah. I'm like, where are you going? Where you go? You're going way past where we're supposed to be.
Roger that. Yep, we got it.
All good.
Oh yeah. Well, hell, I mean, I gotta throw in the SEC for you. So yeah, Georgia's just a better team. Give me Georgia on the money line, and of course, right down the street here at the Bay Center in Pensacola. Run down there and maybe watch some tournament games this week. I'm going to take Coastal Carolina plus 3.5 in that one. I don't like Southern Miss. They shouldn't be laying anything.
No, I agree. I like Coastal Carolina there as well in that one. And then I agree with you with Lehigh. I'm going to grab the points just because it's up to 3 now. It was a 1 point Loyola earlier today, up to 3. You're getting 3 with Lehigh. And you look at Loyola MD. 1-11 ATS as a favorite. So yeah, no, don't want to be laying with as a favorite with Loyola MD there. So I agree with you there on that one. Take Lehigh plus the points. Another one I'm looking at here in this match, early slot of games. Man, did that Green Bay line ever move? Oof. It's down to like a single. It's down to 9.5 now. That thing definitely is talking about mover shaker. A lot of people on the GOT lives in that.
Well, they're finally getting their act together.
Yeah. Well, it's like one of those things that there's a whole lot of people on the card, and then it only takes that one apple to overturn the cart. You know what I mean? It's always it's the Green Bay bad cards get pretty good, but I think they got a good shot, so I still like them there. Even getting the still at 9.5, I still like it. That's going to come down to the wire there in that game. Now, what I'm looking at here is. We've seen LSU. Depending on where you got the number in that last game, you either you won by like the hook, or you got a push, or you lost. Because I'd seen 11. It was LSU 11.5, and then I went up to 12. Then I went up to 12.5 last game. So depending where you were, but Kentucky at home here. I got them whooping it up on LSU. I think this is one of those spots that Kentucky needs to. Get rolling and make a big win, and I think they do here in that one. I think they roll up over LSU by 15 plus there in that matchup. And then where is it? we seen Buffalo win outright last week in their game, and that line hasn't budged an inch. Miami laying 8.5. I still like it. I think they win by 10 plus. They are the better squad there in that one. 21-8 straight up. And you look 15-12 against the spread. Buffalo only 4 covers all season long, so this is a big letdown spot after that big win from Buffalo last game. Miami cruises to the 10-plus point win there. And I agree. Give me the over, Rutgers and Purdue. It's definitely over there. 152. It was 152 this morning, so book's happy where it is. Take the over between those two squads. All right, let's head on to the late slate of games. Everything after 8 p.m. And we'll end it with the last game of the night, San Diego State taking on UNLV. Heading on over to Ramon. What do you think there, Ramon?
Yeah, I'll go to, I think, here in the 8 o'clock block with Texas taking on Mississippi State here. I'm going to end up on the over here in this one. This one's been going up a little bit for sure here, but man, some of these SEC games, Ron, can really be thrilling. This one right now, seeing the move here from 150.5 opener, maybe 152 for the most part here right now is a high number here at this point. So I'm going to end up on the over here with these two. You got Texas. They've definitely been going over here of late, and 8 of their last 10. They're also 6-3 to the over as an underdog, and they're underdogs here by 7. Mississippi State's trickled over here a little bit this season, but I'm going to go over here. They've gone over now in 3 straight games, including losses to Alabama and Oklahoma. So give me the over there with Texas and Mississippi State. And I got one more for you on this block as well. I'm going to go with Oregon tonight in a blowout over Indiana. Oregon here currently favored by just 6.5. I think they're ready to go here tonight against Indiana here. We know it's been a bummer of a season really for Indiana with their coach ready to head on out. Oregon's on this winning streak. I think Indiana had all the feels there with that 3-game winning streak that they're on here currently coming into Eugene. I think it'll be a little bit of a different story. I'm going to take Oregon here, 4 straight covers right now for the Ducks. I'm going to lay it tonight with Oregon.
I'm with you. I like the Ducks there in that spot. Looks like it's trying to bait you with Indiana there in that one. There.
That was a Duck apparently.
6.5, 7, yeah. Canada Goose flew by today, so I'm excited. That means spring is right around the corner here in our neck of the woods. Of the Cobra chickens are well in full force coming out here again, so that's what we like to see here. Heading on over to Ron, what do you like in this late slate? Well, we know the one you do like, so.
Did I mention Georgetown? Yeah. I did a video on Mississippi State and Texas. This is a blowout for Mississippi State. They're going to roll Texas. They're a horrible team. Horrible team. They're probably one of the worst. I can't even believe they were in consideration for. I mean, we know the SEC's tough, but come on. I mean that team's bad. So is LSU, and so is South Carolina. But they get their wins, here and there. So they will get their wins definitely. Iowa State, too many points, man. With nothing to play for, I really like this BYU team. They're going to be dangerous when it gets to Kansas City next week. So look at BYU plus the points in that one. And West Virginia, I like them on the road as a dog, but they are at Utah. But I think defense rules the day here. So why don't you take the under 135.5 in that one? And I like Florida State outright against Virginia. Gonna go with Leonard Hamilton's crew in that one. Like the defense, field goal percentage defense, and 3-point defense. For the Seminoles, and lay it with Arizona. I know this is probably unpopular pick, just like a couple of mine last night, but we're going to lay it with Arizona. They're going to smash Arizona State.
Looking at this one, I agree. I like Florida State plus the 4.5 there in that one. I know you look at the numbers and it's like 2-8 on the road, 3-7 against the number, but you look overall their body work. They've had pretty tough schedule, played some pretty solid teams. 15-4 against that number overall on the road. It hasn't been great. 1-4 ATS. But you trust Virginia at home? Virginia at home has not been good covering spreads. They've been awful at covering the number at home. So getting over the full possession there at 4.5. That thing's been at 4.5 all day. Give me Florida State there in that matchup. Another one I'm looking at here in this late night slate of games is look at Vandy laying 7.5 against the Hogs. I think it's with good reason. I like Vandy by double digits in that one at home. 14-2, 11-5 against the number. I don't trust the Hogs on the road. 3-6, 3-6 against that number. Vandy wins by 10+. In that one, I saw bacon. They're going to get cooked tonight there, so we all going to feast on bacon as Vandy cooks it up there. In that one, that's pretty much all I like in this late night. Not my favorite late night. I'm going to lean to the under with Ron and Utah, West Virginia as well, but that's all I like there. All right, heading on over to the NHL. Let's skate on over to the NHL side of things, and we'll split up. We'll do 4 and 6. All right, we'll throw in the San Jose Buffalo game because that's a 7 p.m. Eastern one. Nashville, Boston, Columbus, Tampa Bay, Calgary taking on the Flyers, Carolina, Detroit, and as I said, San Jose taking on Buffalo. What do you think in that first slate of games, Ramon?
No, I didn't. I thought San Jose Buffalo was going to be another one. We're going to strike from the record with some of these teams finally falling off the map a little bit. But let me go here, Rob. The Blue Jackets and the Lightning here tonight. Look, I'm going to give a favorite here. I wouldn't give it out if it was $1.80 like it opened up here, but the move, obviously, the Blue Jackets look. I think it's obvious with Johansson in there in goal. This is maybe why the move feels like has kind of come in here on Columbus. And the fact that they're playing, obviously, pretty well here. But I'm expecting actually the goalie hasn't been announced yet for the Lightning, right? But I thought that that's what most of the sites were saying. And with that line move, that's what it feels like to me. So, look, Columbus has been hot. There's no doubt that at home, Columbus is a bit of a different animal. They've showed much better life on the road here. They were really dismal and doing all that damage at home. They're still a losing proposition on the road. So I think this has moved into the territory for me. Yeah, we're going to lay $1.45 here on the show or so, but I'm going to take a favorite here with the Lightning tonight. Yeah, they lost that last game, but that only cooled them down for the moment. It was still a great game against Florida the other night, and the Lightning continue to be one of the hottest teams in the league despite that loss. I'm going to take the Lightning here at $1.45 tonight as my pick, if you don't mind, Rod.
No, I don't mind. I'm going to take the other side of that, though. I'm going to take Columbus.
I'll Venmo you.
Okay, because the theme that I've been telling everybody since the return of the Four Nations has been what? Fade the teams in 3 games and 4 nights. That's Tampa right there. 3 games, 4 night situation for them there in that one. But we'll tell you more about that in a second. Let's Ron. What do you like there in those early 5, Ron? Oh, there you go.
Did you know? Calgary is 5-15 as a dog on the road, and the Flyers are 10-1 as home favorites. Take the Flyers, guys. Take them. That's a free premium for you, actually. I got it out there. So take the Flyers. And, I'm looking at Carolina. When they're at home, they're great. When they're on the road, you don't want to mess with that team. Take Detroit on the money line in that one.
Right? Definitely lead to Detroit in that one. I like the under, though. I think we get a lower scoring game. Give me the under 6 in that matchup. And then, as I said, I like Columbus there. I've just been fading teams. 3 games, 4 night situation ever since the return of the Four Nations, and it's done me well, so I'm going to do it again. Give me Columbus in that one. I know Columbus has been ripping it up, scoring the goals, and eventually you might see that dry up. 5 goals, 6 goals, 5 goals. But until that does, give me Columbus there in that one. And then Nashville on the road. But Boston isn't much better when you look at that game as well. Nashville's failed to cover the puck line in 8 straight on the road. So, yikes. Now I would lean to Boston in that matchup. Another one I like here. I like the under Calgary and Philadelphia. I think it's a lower scoring one. I think Urson has a good start here for the Flyers. I believe he's confirmed, right? Yep. Urson confirmed. Wolf confirmed. So 2 good goalies that are going to make it a good game there in that one. First of 3 wins it. Give me the under in that matchup. All right, let's head on to the and then San Jose. You look at San Jose. You know what? Why wouldn't I just jump right back to San Jose? Buffalo has not been good. You look. The thing is, both, as I said, this is one of those spots. Both teams, 3 games, 4 night situation. San Jose coming off the nice little win in the shootout versus San Jose. Buffalo coming off that OT loss to Montreal. So that means they got beat 4 straight by Montreal this year as Buffalo. So maybe go down this way. Too much plus price for me to pass up. I think I'd have to go with the Sharks to get the back-to-back wins for the Sharks there tonight. Worth the value. We're already up on last night's win with the Sharks, so why not? All right, let's go to the last slate of NHL action. We got the Jets taking on the Islanders. Jets up to minus 200 now in that one. Devils taking on Dallas. Pittsburgh taking on the Avs. Minnesota into Seattle. And Anaheim taking on the Oilers. Heading on over to, we're going to start with Ron with those ones. What do you think, Ron?
Yeah, give me Dallas on a puck line. I just can't trust Jersey on the road. We got I know it's the Smith, and it's probably going to go for Dallas, but I just don't trust Markstrom. The Devils on the road. And that one, Pittsburgh at Colorado, I think it's a smash spot for Colorado. Again, I don't trust Pittsburgh on the road either. We got Wedgwood going for Colorado, it looks like. Deltovich, I think Colorado puck line, definitely in that one.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you think in the late night slate on the ice, Ramon?
All right, I'll go up your way and take a look at the Ducks and the Oilers here in this one. Look, the Ducks have been incredible covering these puck lines game in and game out, it seems like, right now. Now, usually between these two teams, you do get a ton of goals. Actually, between one of them, you get a ton of goals, right? With Edmonton usually racking up 5, 6, 7 goals on these guys. But we know the Ducks are dramatically improved this year. They do play these games awfully competitive, Rod. I got to go under here in this one, despite the fact that this series has been pretty much a dead over for the last 4 years. But at 6.5, I'm going to try to squeeze it in here right now. It's juiced to the over. I can't pass. Give me the under with the Ducks and the Oilers.
Yeah, I kind of leaning that way myself, but I like the Ducks in the first period. I think this, you look at this Oilers schedule, the way it's been rolling. I'm going to say this is the first time McDavid's been back home since the Four Nations break. He took off, played in the Four Nations, and then he hopped on the Philadelphia Flyers flight to get that next game where they kicked it off in Philadelphia. So this is the first time for a couple of Oilers as well. So it's him and Nurse the first time back at home. It's just one of those spots where look, the schedule was nuts for what the Oilers were doing before the break. They were on the road. They played St. Louis, played Chicago, and then they popped back home for one game against Colorado, lost that game. They weren't even really focused in that game. And then half the club went to Hawaii, half the club went to Aruba, and then they all met back up in Philadelphia. And then they played 5 games. They ended that road trip with a win against Carolina. And then you come back home in a disarray. So you haven't been home since at least February 7th, 8th. Some of them still on vacations. They went from vacation right up to Philadelphia. So it's just a tough spot. I think the Ducks in the first period. I've seen the Oilers too many times fall flat that first game back at home. It just comes out and they have no tired legs. And they're like, oh, it's like they just ate a big turkey dinner or something. But give me the Ducks first period in that matchup. And then another one I'm looking at in this late night slate of things is Wedgwood. Give me the over in that game. I was kind of leading the Colorado on the puck line this morning. I still think it. But I think we see plenty of goals and probably Colorado doing a bulk of the heavy lifting in that one. It was a 6-2 earlier win this season. 6.5. I like the over in that one. And then give me the under. New Jersey, Dallas. I think we get a low scoring one, even with the Smith announced in goal. That's why that line dropped for Dallas. Only down to $1.60 instead of where it was. It's come down because the Smith is going to get the start. Markstrom back. Markstrom looked real good for the Devils in his return from injury. So Devils are also 8-0 to the under following a road loss there. All right, that wraps up the slate of sports going tonight. We got the parlay peripheral section all loaded up, or a prop play or a game in the future. We leave it up to the capper to decide whatever they want to give out there in this segment, and then let us know what you got going over at Tony's Picks tonight. Everybody, that's where you can find our best bets hit the link in the description. Head you right on over there, and you can find the bets we're making tonight over at Tony'sPicks.com. Heading on over to Ramon. What do you got for us tonight, Ramon?
I'll start off here in the MAC. I'm going to go with a 3-teamer tonight. You can break them up here if you just want to play some straight bets, certainly. But hey, let's hit it at 6-1. Let's go Central Michigan and Ball. I'm going to go over here in this one. Ball State's gone over in 6 of their last 8 home games. The series has gone over in 8 of 11 years here at Ball. So I'm going to take the over here with Central Michigan and Ball. Also, I'm going to move next to the ACC for a couple of games here. I'm going to take Georgia Tech as a big favorite tonight against Miami of Florida. The move has been on Georgia Tech here. Clearly, we know Miami is season. All the teams in the ACC were, maybe it was the worst year for the ACC, but it was well balanced, except for Miami, of course. Give me Georgia Tech here and lay the 10 points now against Miami. And then right below it, I'm going to take Virginia Tech here in this one. I know the Wall is going to be out of this game now, just announced, but they're getting 8 points here against Carolina. Carolina on the road here. I can't pass. Give me Virginia Tech +8. So that's Central Michigan and Ball over, Georgia Tech -9.5 or 10, and Virginia Tech +8 points against North Carolina. Over at Tony'sPicks.com, I've got packages in NBA, NHL, and college basketball tonight. I'm going with all 3 sports, so check me out over there. I've got some 3-packs up right now in the NBA and NHL for tonight's action. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 15% off all premium pick packages. Or team me up with one of these 2 guys. Ride with Rod. I know I've got a 6-pack of winners in my back pocket already from last night. So check out the handicapper promotional over there at Tony'sPicks.com. Get 2 handicappers for the price of 1.5, I think it is over there. So really appreciate it, guys. So thanks for letting me come on, and have a great winning night. Appreciate it, Rod.
Appreciate you, Ramon. Heading on over to Ron. What do you got for us tonight, Ron?
Yeah, since the NBA is horrible, I'm going to give you 3 of those. How about that? So, take the Cavs, take the Nets, and take the Los Angeles Lakers on to win those games. I got my blue line 3-pack in NHL. Been really hot in NHL, so you can grab that. Also got my slap shot play that does include in the 3-pack. So if you don't want to get that, both of them there, you'll get that best bet in the 3-pack. I got 1 in the NBA, and I got my NCAA 3-point play as well. So, and I got 1 other NHL play. So you can grab that right now at Tony's Picks. Like Ramon said, pair us up, man. Everybody you see, and I think Tony reiterates every morning, you see us on the shows, we're on the leaderboards. That's who he's got doing the business out here. So definitely want to pair us up and get that 2-for-1 capper heading into especially we got some good seasons coming up. I got my WNBA #1 last year, and got that. My soccer is really hot right now, so you can get all the sports. We got NHL, we got NBA, NCAA. There's guys out there doing it all. So get out there, get your package, pair us up, and let's make some money.
Definitely. For me, over to Tony's Picks tonight, I've got my 10-star college basketball slam dunk play of the day. We're going for our 12th straight on it. So trying to hit a cool dozen with it. You can scoop it up singly, or it's in my college basketball Tuesday 5-pack. Absolutely love that 5-pack today. So go buy one, buy the other. Grab that 5-pack. Trust me, we'll have a nice winning night together over there at Tony's Picks. You can see we've been hot. So as everybody else you see here on the screen. So take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional, because having 2 cappers put one in your pocket, you can't go wrong with that. Because as Ron alluded to, and Tony's alluded to many times, the cappers you see here on the screen, we've been hot. So we've had a nice start to 2025 and looking to continue that there. Oh yeah, parlay for me. I almost forgot my parlay. Don't forget the parlay. For me, I'm going to do a little mixed sport. We're going to go in the NHL. We're going to kick it off. We're going to take Columbus on the money line, the San Jose Sharks on the money line, and then we're going to go to college basketball. And we're going to take Texas A&M. I think that might be a spreadsheet somewhere for Ron. I think I heard tell me that somewhere. Tell me that. Hey! So we're going to throw Texas A&M in there because his Auburn club There are going to be a couple guys that I mentioned on the morning show. I think those guys are going to sit in this game tonight. Broom and
it's a bad spot for my
Gilbert,
Auburn
right?
Tigers too, Rod. It really bad. They just won in Kentucky for the first time since 1988. You got Alabama on deck, man. A&M has lost 2 in a row outright. So yeah, we need to. You need to back A&M in that one. I think so.
All right. The birdie might have told you, but he didn't find it on the bottom of the bird cage with a spreadsheet. I'm taking A&M with you guys.
You got to. It's like there was too much party. I seen the celebration. They won the season championship. This is a letdown. It's just one of those.
Yeah, it's a sandwich spot, big time, man. It's a bad spot. It really is a bad spot.
Yep.
And I'm an Auburn fan, so I can tell you right now. Yep. Bama on Saturday at Senior Day. Look out.
Exactly. So take A&M on that one. So that's my 3-team parlay. Appreciate everybody that tunes into the happy hour. Without you guys tuning in, hey, we're not here doing this. So glad you guys all tune in. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give us a little thumbs up. Helps the analytics. I know we got the chat rolling. Thanks everybody in there. Richard Lockhart. And then give a shout out to Ron Hahn. He's mediating everybody in there. You see catch Ron Hahn on the leaderboards as well. We got good.
I hope y'all took Duke last night.
Boom, bats. Of course we did. Once it dropped below 20, I was in. So, yeah.
You stand in front of that train.
No, I'm not standing in front of that train. No way.
No, I told him that last night, Rod. I said, don't stand in front of that train.
I don't stand in that train. What's going on? It's like, no, you can't be trying to, that last game at home predict. No.
Just keep it rolling, Ron, or to win the whole thing now?
I tell you, man, like I said it last night, and, they beat Auburn. And if you think Auburn's getting the Final Four, Duke's getting there. So,
but now
I love this Duke team. If Malachi comes back and they're healthy, watch out.
3-1, 7-2. Is it something? Just wait and see what happens. And play it other ways, or is that still okay?
The only thing I worry about is the coaching. You know what I'm saying? The coaching is going to get you far, and watch out. Michigan State, watch out for Izzo. If he gets past the Sweet 16, the man's gone. I'm telling you. So you got to watch out for Michigan State every time he gets past. He'll either get knocked out in the first round or he gets past that Sweet 16. He's going to Elite 8. That's the way he is.
Were you going to say something about those Duke odds, Rod? 3-1, 7-2 right now?
If you like it, you better get him now because I don't think it's going to get any better.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? It's 3-1. It's as it goes on, it's going to get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. On that one for sure is what I would say. And,
Houston, not enough offense. That's my opinion. Not enough offense for Houston.
It's not the same Houston we've seen over the last couple seasons.
Yeah.
So, but there are a couple teams in there that you can't discount. This Iowa State team is solid. They can surprise teams. They're getting healthy as well. Can't count on Auburn. Duke. Well, so Michigan State. Michigan State started the year off in Germany together on a big Germany trip, getting together. Yep. So there's a few clubs definitely, and then you got the next rank down that is a list about this long of teams that could surprise. Clemson could surprise some people. They're playing some pretty good basketball themselves. So lots of teams. I'm excited. Let's get to it. Starting here, we got some small tournaments and stuff going. So thanks everybody
for tomorrow. Ramon, you got anything for Champions League? Because I got Bayer Leverkusen +1/2 +1. They own Bayern Munich. Own them. Take Leverkusen.
I hear that, and I'm like, quick, buy a beer koozie. Everybody wants a beer koozie.
All right. Well, I'll try Inter on the road over Feyenoord. They're laying a goal, so maybe you can buy it down a little bit, but they might win that thing by 2.
And watch out. Lille's got the advantage now going home. 1-1 with Dortmund. Dortmund might be in trouble. Dortmund might be in trouble there. Anyway, you got it, Rod.
I got it. Borussia Mönchengladbach, and taking on Mainz. I think they play on Friday, taking a draw. There you
go. There you go. Gladbach.
Yeah. Mönchengladbach and Borussia. Yeah. Good old throwback to the Bundesliga times.
Some Bundesliga.
Bundesliga. Yeah, Bundesliga. Yeah. Draw in that one on Friday. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate it, everybody. Have yourself a good night. Crush it.